After successfully defeating the Demon King Baran, Jinwoo collects the final material, the purified blood of the Demon Emperor, allowing him to complete the creation of the holy water of life. But Jinwoo wonders if this can cure his mother's incurable disease. At this moment, Iron brings the corpse of the dragon of the Demon King. Jinwoo immediately turns it into a shadow soldier, becoming his new mount. He doesn't remember the dragon's previous name, but that doesn't matter anymore. Jinwoo decides to call the dragon Kaisel. Essel is overjoyed because with this dragon, they will soon be able to go home. Her father will surely be very happy to hear about Jinwoo's victory. However, at this moment, he only wants to return home quickly to test the effect of the holy water of life. Speaking of which, Jinwoo also has a reward from the quest, an ancient rune stone. He quickly opens his inventory and uses it. The stone grants Jinwoo the shadow swap skill, allowing him to swap places with a shadow soldier regardless of where they are. Jinwoo is overjoyed because this skill is what he needs. He apologizes to Essel for having to let her go home alone, promising that if there's a chance, they will meet again. Essel is about to say something before parting, but Jinwoo swaps positions with a shadow soldier, disappearing. He is now in the position where the shadow is patrolling. He has to wait 3 hours to reuse the skill, so Jinwoo decides to travel with his new pet dragon Kaisel. Meanwhile, the Hunter Association proposes to use the magic power of hunters as bait to lure the ants. Then, they will use special jamming electromagnetic waves to cut off communication between them. A special forces team will take the opportunity to infiltrate the weakened ant nest and destroy the ant queen. The problem is that they don't know if the jamming electromagnetic waves will work effectively. Even Chairman Go-Gun-Hee cannot hide his concern. However, the investigation results are very accurate and coincide with the investigation. Moreover, the plan takes into account the retreat in case the electromagnetic waves don't work. Therefore, Chairman Go decides that the priority is to prepare the selected hunters thoroughly. He asks if Jinwoo has been contacted, but they still haven't been able to reach him. On the other side, Woo Jin-chul is drinking with his former junior, Bae Yunho. He is an S-rank hunter of the healer class, one of the few cases of quitting while still young despite not suffering any serious injuries. Yunho and Jin-chul were once teammates who fought side by side. For him, he's still a quirky guy with a strange sense of humor. Yunho asks if Jin-chul will be going to conquer Jeju Island, because both of them witnessed their former teammate Min Byung-gu sacrifice himself there. However, that only adds more reason for Jin-chul to insist on going, because if he doesn't do anything, the ants will run rampant and the whole country will be in danger. Jin-chul's words remind Yunho of the words of his deceased teammate. However, he has decided not to participate in the operation even if Jin-chul tries to persuade him. Jin-chul explains that the reason they met today is just to say goodbye. Who knows if they will ever meet again after this? Yunho reveals that he is preparing for the civil service exam because he can't stand anything bloody anymore. The field that Yunho is most confident in is history because he loves historical dramas. For Yunho, war existing in history is enough. Jin-chul finds that statement very good. Thinking about it, he rarely sees a hunter who hates fighting monsters like Yunho. For Jin-chul, fighting has long become a routine. Some people even see it as a hobby. Jin-chul starts to think, maybe that could be the condition for awakening. Yunho looks at Jin-chul's furrowed eyebrows and realizes what he's thinking. Jin-chul quickly pours him a drink and decides to put work aside for the moment. At this moment, Jinwoo has returned to his mother's bedside. He looks at the burn mark on her neck for a long time. Because his mother sacrificed herself to protect Jinwoo from the hot water, Jinwoo takes out the holy water of life. He hesitates a lot because he doesn't know what will happen if his mother drinks it. However, after witnessing many miracles created by the system, even the fact that an E-rank like him has been able to advance so far, Jinwoo decides to try. He gently helps his mother sit up. Jinwoo's hands tremble as he brings the medicine close to her mouth. He takes a long breath to gather courage and then pours the medicine into her mouth. After laying his mother down, Jinwoo is surprised to see that the scar on her neck is gone. His mother's expression immediately improves thanks to the medicine. However, Jinwoo's mood still can't help but worry. He prays that his mother will quickly open her eyes, because family is the only reason for Jinwoo to fight and become stronger. Meanwhile, Gina studies for a long time but can't concentrate at all, so she decides to go out to buy some things. She suddenly feels a warm breeze gently blowing across her cheek. At this moment, the light from the moonlight shines through the window onto Jinwoo's mother's face. He wakes up from a short nap and is surprised and touched because before him is the image of his mother, who has woken up and immediately recognizes her son. She asks how long she has been asleep and asks about Gina's situation. Knowing that the two siblings are doing well makes her very happy. She thanks Jinwoo for keeping his promise to her. Looking at his more mature face and the injuries on his body makes Jinwoo's mother understand that her son has suffered a lot. Jinwoo's tears roll down his mother's hand. He feels okay, and then takes her hands in his. Both burst into tears because they have been waiting for this moment for too long. The news that a patient with an incurable disease has woken up makes the doctors unable to believe it. Even after examination, Jinwoo's mother also has no problems with her body functions. He and his mother both want to be discharged immediately. Gina sees her mother wake up and bursts into tears and rushes to hug her tightly. Seeing his mother and sister reunited makes Jinwoo very happy. On the other side, Chairman Go decides to hold a press conference revealing that many places are being damaged by winged ants flying from Jeju Island. To deal with this situation, the Hunter Association decides to conduct the 4th Jeju Island conquest. In this operation, not only are there S-rank hunters in the country, but there are also 10 reinforcements from Japan to fight on the front lines with them. In addition, A-rank hunters and below will take on the task of defending the sea and protecting the land, supporting combat and ensuring the safety of the people. This time, the association is determined to complete the mission to destroy the ants. Hunter Yunho follows the news and remembers the previous conquest. Both he and the late Hunter Min Byung-gu were very scared, but Byung-gu believed that those who cannot fight must be 100 times more scared than them. He believed that having the strength is the reason they have to do this. Jin Chul, who is drunk next to him, is very confident that he can crush the ants with his bare hands. Byung-gu clearly understood that he had many worrying points in his personality and abilities. It seems that only they can support Jin Chul well. At this moment, Jinwoo takes his mother home and realizes that his sister has turned this place into a junkyard. His mother feels that it has been 4 years since she did housework, so she wants all 3 of them to do it together. She feels that this house is very old, with stains over time that cannot be erased. After all, the whole family has lived here since Jinho was born. Jinwoo sees a happy family as what he has always wanted. However, inside, worry still haunts him. He fears that while embarking on the path of a hunter, he has stepped into a territory from which he cannot retreat and will lose everything. His mother suddenly asks Jinwoo if his father has contacted him. She looks at the news and knows that Jinwoo has now become a hunter. She talks about Jinwoo's father, who was a firefighter before becoming a hunter. The image of him trying to protect people made her fascinated and fell in love. Perhaps Jinwoo also possesses the good blood of his father. Gina quickly brags that she is also trying to become a doctor to help people. Just then, Jinwoo receives a call from the association. On the other side, the press conference is over, but Chairman Go faces a new problem, which is Thomas Andre, an S-rank hunter from the United States, is planning to come here. He is recognized as having strength equivalent to the military force of a country. The reason Thomas Andre suddenly came here, according to him, is to travel, but Chairman Go thinks it could also be to warn about the Hwangdong-suk hunter case, or to confirm something else. Chairman Go asks Jin Chul if he has contacted Jinwoo. He says they called, and he said he would be here soon. A moment later, Chairman Go personally tells Jinwoo the details of the Jeju Island conquest plan and asks him to help. He understands that this is a great opportunity for him to level up, and it would be a shame to miss it. But that was Jinwoo's thinking before. Now he has a family, which is a big concern. Jinwoo is about to answer when he suddenly feels a wave of magical power. Chairman Go is quite impressed that Jinwoo can still feel it from here. He says that the S-rank hunters are starting to warm up in the gym. If he is interested, Jinwoo can go there to see. There, Hunter Woo Jin Chul is sparring with Hunter Madong Wook and is defeated by him. Chairman Go tells Jinwoo that the wave of magic power emitted earlier was from them. Jinwoo is quite surprised that Jin Chul is being overwhelmed. Representative Choi Jong-in says that is because he is warming up, but if Jin Chul is serious, then Hunter Ma from the Minton Guild has no chance of winning. Jinwoo doesn't see Jin Chul seeming to be holding back. Representative Choi explains that he can't show his full strength in front of others. This makes Jinwoo sure that the rumor that Jin Chul is a transformation type is true. The group waiting outside is members of the Knights Guild. At this time, the S-rank hunters from Japan and Chairman Goto Ryuji also come to watch. They quickly notice Jinwoo, the newly announced S-rank hunter. Ryuji thinks he is a skilled assassin, but when he learns that Jinwoo is a magic type, he is very surprised. The Japanese hunters show contempt when watching Jin Chul and Hunter Ma spar. Another person angrily comes over because he knows that the interpreter just spoke badly about their side. He is Dong Su, the chairman of the Knights Guild. Even though he is only an A rank, Cha Hai-in comes forward to dispel the tense atmosphere between the two sides. Ryuji finds that the time is right and proposes to hold a friendly match between the S-rank hunters, and at the same time let the chairman of the Knights Guild participate. Chairman Go agrees, but says that people who are magic types and don't fight shouldn't participate, so only those who are combat types participate in the exchange. Jin Chul proposes that the participant will lose when his wrist touches his back or is pressed to the floor. The form of competition is not one-on-one, but all at once to get used to melee. Ryuji agrees to the rules that Jinchul sets. So the 4 people from Korea who are selected include Hunter Cha Hai-in, Lim Tae-gyu, Ma Dong-wook, and Hunter Woo Jin-chul. On the Japanese side are 4 hunters Tawata, Kumamoto, Hoshino, and Tanaka. At this moment, the friendly match between the S-rank hunters between the two countries officially begins.